Are you a motoring enthusiast? Does your current insurer understand your passion? At Shannons, we're motoring enthusiasts, just like you. We understand the passion you have for your special car or bike. But did you know that Shannons will also insure your daily drive, the car you drive every day? So if you're a motoring enthusiast, you've got to be with Shannons. So call Shannons on 13 46 46. Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts.
Gasolene is proudly brought to you by Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts, and the following sponsors. I'm Michael Curzon, producer creator of Gasolene. Hope you enjoy.
Hello, Joshua, Olivia, and Sonia. Bumblebee saying hi from Vegas.
This is Officer Jay Rivera with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, and you're watching Gasoline.
Well, here we are, we're in Tarpon Springs in Florida. This is a beautiful place, and we're at a very special event, Terry and Rhonda's car party for 2012. It's a massive event where people turn up to this private residence and see some beautiful cars. Even shoppers turn up here, enthusiasts in their choppers to check out some of these beautiful machines. But it's for a very good cause. It's to raise money and food for the needy. So stay tuned and we'll tell you all about it. A 66 Chevelle here that looks like it means business, owned by Paul Catalanato here. Paul, what a tough looking piece of machinery this is. Tell us all about it.
Thank you. It's a 66 Chevelle with a 555 cubic inch big block Chevy motor, putting out about 900 horsepower torque, probably about 700.
Drivetrain, rear end?
Drivetrain, transmission. It's got a turbo 400 3-speed Chevy transmission in it. It's got a 12-bolt Chevy rear with 411 gears, aluminum drive shaft.
It's got all the good gear for sure. Have you raced the car? Obviously, you would have raced it.
No, I don't race. I just drive it on the street.
Well, it looks like a racer, so I'm sure you're more than happy just to cruise around and enjoy that feeling of power.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun to drive.
And have you done any of the work on your car yourself?
Oh yeah. I did all the put the motor in it, did the drivetrain. A friend of mine built the motor. That's about it.
Well, Paul, fantastic talking to you. Thank you very much. The car is an absolute weapon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Well, check this thing out. This awesome 69 Dodge Charger, a General Lee replica too. But I've never seen one to this standard before. Bob Bates here owns the car. Bob, this car is spectacular. Tell us all about it.
Well, it's like you said, 69 Dodge Charger RT. It's got a 440 in it that I stroked to a 512. I tried to make it look as factory stock as I could, but I've updated, from the brakes. It's got a 6-speed transmission. It's everything on that motor is pretty much aluminum. The electrical and digital gauges, although it's behind, to make it all look factory. So it's a lot of fun. I have a couple cars, but I built this one so I could take my son with me. So it's all dyno-mat, and it's safety came first, not so much a race car.
Fantastic. I like the whole stock look, the stock theme. Even the aluminium components have been painted so that they look like factory stock.
Oh yeah. I took all the aluminum stuff and painted it so that it would give you that look, but you get the performance of the aluminum, lesser weight. So this is it's a 18 and a half foot car. It's heavy. You want to get some performance out of it and drive it. So I tried to lighten it up as best I could. And like I said, it has a 6-speed transmission in it, so it gets good gas mileage, or I'm trying to get the best I can with a 512 cubic inch.
You can still run a really good rear gear ratio as well, and with the 6-speed, the overdrive.
Yeah, I have a 391 in it, so it'll get up and go when you turn the. It's an overdrive system, a gear vendor system. So you turn that off, and it's very race car-ish, and you turn it on, and you can cruise at like 65 miles an hour, like 1,800 RPM.
That's the best of both worlds for sure.
Well,
but I imagine the torque of this thing would be astronomical and would shred those tyres like you wouldn't believe.
Well, it can, but I ended up over time, kind of changing this build. It started to be a low budget build, and then I kind of went high end with it, and now I don't shred the tires as much as I'd like to. I guess I don't want to trip the paint.
I can understand. So you've done most of the restoration work yourself?
Well, I've done. I would say the gathering and the hunting for the parts. I have a buddy of mine has a restoration shop, Blake Rods, in Pinellas Park, and he did all the work, and then Tom Arjou did the paint and body work.
Well, Bob, fantastic car. I'm in love with it, and thanks so much for talking to us.
Oh, it's been great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Now here's an event to mark on your calendar for 2013, the Gasolene Muscle Car Expo. There's never been an event like this one, where some of Australia's very best concourse American and Australian muscle cars come together under one roof. Also featured by special invitation, barn finds, street machines, special interests and 50s classics. So if you want to see the best of the best and cars you've never seen before all under one roof, then this is the show for you. 12th to 14th of July 2013, Royal Exhibition Buildings in Melbourne. Don't miss it. And don't forget, viewers, to look up the all-new Shannons Club. Shannons Club is a huge site. It's like a hub for enthusiasts. You jump on there, you can start your own garage, put pictures of your cars up there, stories of your cars, videos, you name it. You'll see people like myself on there, Jim Richards. Click on our garages and check out some of our machines and some of our past machines. It's an incredible site, it's growing every day, so get onto it and have a ball. Well, look what I've found here. These beautiful people, Terry and Rhonda, the people behind this magnificent event. And it's for a great cause too. Great to see you, Terry and Rhonda.
Thank you. Nice having you.
And this is a fantastic event here, and it is for a really, really important cause, this, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's for the needy families that we have in our area, which are numerous.
So basically the criteria to get into this event is you need to make a donation when you get through the gate. And how does that work?
You just bring some canned goods, and we try to extort just a little bit of money out of you. And we bag all the canned goods, and 2 bags of canned goods and a frozen turkey is a meal. Last year we did 509 meals. That's over $50,000 worth of food donated for Thanksgiving.
That is absolutely incredible. And how long have you been running this event?
This is our 20th year. We've done
20 years?
Yes, sir. 20 years. And it is just, every year it just grows. And it's wonderful, the people that turn out and give from their hearts.
And obviously you are car enthusiasts.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right there's mine right there.
How many cars have you got?
You know what? We're down just to a handful of right now. We had a barn full of them, but then she made me buy the motor coach. So no, the trailer only holds 2.
Now I've heard that even helicopters turn up to this event. Enthusiasts turn up in their own choppers.
Yes.
We have a parking problem for helicopters. We'll probably have 5 here today, and sometimes one will come in and doesn't have a place to land, and he has to go somewhere else. So we're going to be real careful today, make sure we can get all 5 of them in.
And I've been told that people tend to get a little bit naughty at the end of this event and do some burnouts at the front. Is that right?
I tell you,
Yes,
you
we
better
try to keep that quiet.
You better save some time on this one here. It'll get really crazy here after a while, real crazy.
Yes, the front row will be the main ones.
You know, we don't mind getting crazy. There's one thing I'd like to do, though. I'd like to also make a $100 donation to the cause from Shermat International and Gasolene TV.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure. It was fantastic this morning to rock up in a late model Mustang, lift that trunk and pull that canned food out and give it to the guys. But we'd like to make that further donation.
Well,
It's for a
thank
great
you.
cause.
That is so nice.
Thank
of
you. That
guys.
is
Thank
so
you.
nice of
It's
you.
our pleasure. And thank you so much for talking to us, and we'll catch up with you throughout the day.
Please.
Please. Yes, thank you very much.
And lunch is on us.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Thanks for talking to us.
Okay.
Thanks.
Very welcome. Thank you.
We'll have a look at this for a wild ride. This 56 Chevy Corvette, owned by Mike Creeby. Mike, what an animal this car is. Tell us all about it.
Well, I bought the car up in Pennsylvania. It was actually an old dragster that had some tough times. It didn't look anything like it does today. After spending about $75,000 on it, you see what you get. We had to completely redo the entire automobile from front to back, bring it up to specs. Had Scott Schofferoff, who's a good friend of mine up in Pennsylvania, built the motor. It's a 582 Chevy block, but that's about all it is relating to the Chevys. Everything else is custom built. It makes 1,180 horse, has a power glide transmission, has a 456 gear ratio, which going through the quarter mile, it's twisting right at 8,000 going through the lights. Our best speed today has been 167, and we did that in 8.14 seconds, which is pretty good for the class because it's basically a high performance bracket car. It's been in a couple different hard races. I've won 3 deals here locally that was running against some of the more competitive cars that are in the circuit, and it's all about getting used to the car and getting comfortable with it. I enjoy it immensely. We built the car in my own garage, start to finish. Had some help of some friends with the paint work and the body work. But other than that, everything has been done basically by myself as a hobby.
And it's an original car, isn't it? This is no fiberglass shell.
It's an original 56 Corvette body, but that's about it. Everything else is custom built. In its day, it used to be, I'm sure, a show winner. But after the beating it's taken on the track, it actually looks pretty good. Twisting the car, hard and having the torque that goes through the chassis usually starts to affect the body and starts to have cracks and stuff in it. But this car's held up well. I'm very happy with it.
Mike, it looks absolutely spectacular. Thank you so much for talking to us. Beautiful car.
More than welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Deputy Mitchell Reed with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, and you're watching Gasolene.
Well, the name Autometer, when it comes to gauges, has been around since 1957, so they know a thing or two when it comes to gauges for your car. With Jeep Worthen here, he's going to tell us all about some of the latest products that Autometer have on offer.
Well, you know, you mentioned been around since '57. One thing that's very important to know is that our history has been primarily in racing. We began in drag racing. The first products we ever made were for drag racing, and it was from that we expanded obviously to the street. But then not too many years after that we got into NASCAR, and so our main focus for all those years has been drag racing, NASCAR, and satisfying the racers. From that point on, taking care of the guys in the street's been easy, but we've been able to expand that and produce more and more of our products for the street cars as well. So it's been really, really good.
So when it comes to accuracy and reliability, it's crucial, isn't it?
It is. You know, when you spend that much money, especially like with NASCAR teams or even the professional drag racing teams, they've got so much money invested. Winning is everything. And
millions of dollars.
Millions. Some of the NASCAR teams, you know, the budgets are $20-30 million. It's incredible. So they can't afford to have a little mistake, a little error, and lose a race. So it's imperative that it's as accurate and reliable, dependable, take that abuse and the vibration, and that's what we've always put into our products.
And tell us about some of the new products behind us here. They look absolutely spectacular.
Thank you, thank you. Well, one of the dashes here has the new Prestige series. We brought out the black version and the beige version last year, and this year we added to that with a white version of the same. It's been extremely popular, and we needed to fulfill that line with a white version. Around the corner on the other dash is the new carbon fiber GT series with the LED lighting that comes through the dial. It's just gorgeous looking, yet with the carbon fiber dial. Looks great during the day. And of course, you've seen the big LCD dash that we offer as well, and that it was designed specifically for NASCAR. And you know, with them going to the fuel injection, this unit is totally programmable. They can set it up any way they want, any number of gauges, configure it any way they want for the cars, and it's totally programmable. It's got all the warnings, all the shift lights, everything you need, including about a 10 light pit road speed light. So it's really, really exciting.
Fantastic. Sounds like you've got a great range of products. It's exciting news. It's very innovative, and thanks very much, Jeep, for talking to us.
My pleasure. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
To download your free copy of the Rocket Industries and Aeroflow Performance Parts catalogues, go to the sponsor section at the Gasolene website. Click on the links and download away. With over 650 combined pages of performance parts and accessories, you're sure to find everything you need for your car.
You're watching Gasolene.
Well, we're back with Terry here, one of the organisers of this event. We had to have a look at his absolutely beautiful 56 Chevy. Terry, gorgeous car. Tell us all about it.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's a 1956 Chevy Nomad, And real stand-up car, frame-off restoration. But the unique part about the car, it's has a 409, 4.25 horse motor into it. So it's just a real special car because they only made those motors in 61, 62, 63, and 64. And in 64, they run one Daytona 500 with a Chevy 409. I'd like to tell you that's the motor, but it's similar. How's that?
Any 409 factory stock type configuration has got to be something to get excited about, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's because of just that limited period of time that they made them. And there's 409 clubs out there and all that memorabilia and nostalgia and that kind of stuff. But it's a fun car, lots and lots of horsepower.
At 425 horsepower back in the day, that was a lot of power, wasn't it?
It's a lot of power today.
It is.
It rides that old probably 4,000 pound car right down the road.
We're talking 50 years later.
At least. At least. Yeah. No, it's just a fun car. Everybody likes the red and white Nomad. Cool.
And do you ever do any work on the cars yourself? I know you're a busy man.
Oh yeah, we the barn has a lift into it, and all the light service stuff. We put all the power brake system onto it, change the radiators around onto it. Yeah, we do quite a bit of the work.
Now tell us about that beautiful barn of yours there. I'd love to have that at my place.
Well, the barn is everybody lives their dream. That's my dream, and that's when I leave the house and go to the barn. That's my therapy. I just live in the barn, and Rhonda has to call me to come back to dinner. Yeah, are you coming to dinner? Yeah, I'll be right there. Are you coming to dinner? I'm on my way. Barn's nice, very nice.
So it's a home away from home.
Exactly, it is my home.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us once again, Terry. This car is spectacular. I'm very envious of you.
Well, Glenn, thank you very much. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you. Modern Plating for all your plating needs. With over 50 years experience in delivering quality to the automotive restoration industry. Whether it be bumpers, die cast, polishing and repairs to aluminium or stainless steel mouldings, even ceramic coatings, Modern Plating have you covered. See modernplating.com.au, located at 4 to 6 King Street in Oakley, Victoria. Modern Plating, when quality matters. Well, we're with Bo Osborne down here and have a look at this great little 71 Plymouth Duster. Bo, great car. Tell us about it.
Well, it's a 1971 Plymouth Duster. It's got 46,000 original miles on it. It's got a little slant six in it. It's power steering, air conditioned, all factory. Car's a beautiful little car. It rides. All the interior is all original interior. It's won many awards. It's a very nice little car. Very nice.
And these little slant six engines are fantastic, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. It's this little thing. I got a street rod, a Plymouth street rod, 31 Plymouth street rod with a Corvette engine in it, and I have to watch my speed in this Duster more than I do the street rod because it drives so nice.
They've got so much torque, haven't they? Is this a 225?
Right, 225, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because some of the American slant sixes ran a 170 cubic inch engine, didn't they? The early Plymouth Valiants?
Yes, they did. Sure did. Uh-huh.
There was even an aluminium version of the slant, wasn't there?
Yeah. They had a Hemi. They actually made in Australia. You could get a slant six, not a slant six, but a 6-cylinder Hemi engine.
It was an inline 6, 245 and 265.
I would give anything to have one of those.
You know those things are making well over 400 horsepower in historic racing these days. It's incredible.
Yes, I would give anything to get one of those engines, yes.
I've seen some slants make up around 340 horsepower too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I like to leave it the way it is. It's untouched, you know. That's the nice thing about it. There's so many of these have been made into drag cars and hacked up and stuff, you know, and that's why I like it. And my daughter liked to keep the car because we did buy it on a 9/11, the day the towers were coming down. You know, we were buying this car from a fella, and she said, "Oh, we need to keep that car in the family," you know. So
yeah,
means a lot to her.
Of course, and it was a terrible thing that happened, and I can understand you're attached to the car for that reason.
Right. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Thanks for talking to us, Bo. It's great to see an original car that's been left as it was, factory stock, and looked after all those years.
Right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I've found a 71 Chevelle here with attitude, owned by Richie Malaro here. Richie, tough looking car. Tell us all about it.
Thank you. It's a 71 Chevelle, 600 horse. Motors are 454, 60 over. So it's a 468 cubic inch motor. It's got 600 to the wheels. Runs about 1160 and a quarter with street tires.
That's impressive. What mile per hour?
The mile per hour is 120.
That's getting very close to a 10-second territory.
Yes, it really is. It really is. If I had slicks, it'd probably run in the high 10s, high to mid 10s.
I've run a 1060 to 125 mile per hour, so I can tell you'll be in a high 10 with traction.
Right, definitely. I'm hoping for that soon, but I like to drive the car more than I like to race it. You know, it's a lot more fun driving it around than racing it.
You got the best of both worlds.
Right, exactly.
And what trans and rear end is it running?
It has a 400 tranny with an overdrive attached to the tail.
So, like a gear vendors or something?
Yeah, gear vendors. Gear vendors overdrive unit, yes.
So you can run a low rear gear?
Yes, it's got a 410 in the rear. So I can run, with the overdrive unit on, I can run probably about 80 miles an hour at like 3,000 RPM.
Fantastic.
Which is great.
Where did you buy the car from? Where did it come from? Tell us the story.
I bought the car about 21 years ago in Long Island, New York for $700.
$700?
Yeah, and that was about 22 years ago. I drove it as a regular car. And then for about a year after that, I started ripping it down and ripping it apart.
So you've basically done all the work on the car yourself?
Mostly 90% of it, yes. 90%, yep.
Fantastic. It's so great to see owners out there that have had their cars for so long. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's been almost 23 years now.
A 23-year love affair.
So, yes, absolutely. And a tough one at that. It's just like being married. It takes all your money.
It does.
But we're good. We have a lot of fun with it. I have a lot of fun with it. Every year, especially this show here, great show. Great show.
It's incredible. It's incredible. But Richie, thank you so much for talking to us. I
very
appreciate
welcome.
your time.
Very, very welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great
Thanks
to meet
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Yep.
Thank you.
You're watching Gasolene.
What's that? And you're watching Gasoline. Like that? I can't take it out.
And remember, viewers, if you want to see past Gasoline episodes, go to shannons.com.au. Click on the Gasoline link and enjoy. And remember, this is a whole new season of Gasoline with new episodes every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m, Australia-wide.
Gasoline is proudly brought to you by Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts, and the following sponsors. I'm Michael Curzon, producer, creator of Gasoline. Hope you enjoy.